Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Professor First speaking once again. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification button. There are a lot of strategies which I'm yet to review. Profitable strategies that you can even add one or two of them or practice one as much as you can and become successful in forex trading. So in this video, I will teach you how to successfully trade NASDAQ. I've been milking the market for the year through NASDAQ or other volatility pairs. But a lot of people will be asking, how best, what do you do that others don't do? That other strategies they have learned in NASDAQ, sometimes it fails. So before then, let's set, let me show you how to set this multiple moving averages. Then we continue to review the secret of NASDAQ. At least when you see the multiple moving averages, which I use, and of course you can see it in most of my videos. In most I use it mostly to trade the market, any currency pair, including the volatility pairs. And I can assure you it is very, very profitable and successful. And it has been, never fails, so long as you exercise patience while using them. So, and when I mean them, there are some other setups like this, but I call that one or support and resistance strategy anyway, because it acts as support and as well resistance line to the chart. So whichever one you choose to use, trust me, you will profit from it in as much as you keep the rules. So let's go to FK. I think I will just have to delete the three moving averages and re-add them again. You see how the chart is looking. Then let's plus from main chart. If I had deleted the fractals, the main chart will just remain empty. So you can choose to add fractals, but I will advise you do because it's very necessary sometimes. Helps to make you take your decision convincingly. So go to moving average. The first moving average is 10 moving average. You set it to exponential. I mean the method, you leave the shift to 0, set the method to exponential and apply close. Then you can choose the color of your choice and the style of, that is the pencil of your choice if you wish. Then the second moving average is 20 moving average. You do the same thing, leave the shift to 0, method to exponential, and apply close. Then I will change my own color to purple. Then you go to F key again. Perfect. You plus, go to moving averages. Here, I will change it to 34. The three powerful moving averages you will use and always make the market successfully. Set the shift to 0, method to simple, then apply close. And here we change the color to black. So but you can see how it's looking, but I would like to go and change this color to red. The first one, let me change it to red because it's not looking beautiful in my eyes. Good. Now here, using 4 hours chart, what I will advise you, due to the long time long time nature of 4 hours chart. Remember, in every 4 hours chart, you have four different candlesticks. So, and in order not to make you make mistakes, because what most traders do is not that sometimes they are not right, but the mismanagement of risk management is the problem they have. So you find, for instance, somebody with small account will come to this place and place a lot of entries, or here or this place. So by the time it retraces back to gain bullish momentum, the account will start closing, because it's a very volatile pair. So most people don't understand this. They will use their smaller account, or even small account that cannot even stand the volatile pair for one who don't know where and there's a place to make entries. So once they make a lot of entries, like a lot of people used to believe, was they make a lot of entries, then the market moves, they will just gain a lot of profit because of the volatile nature. The same way it will pull down to gather bearish momentum. This is what NASDAQ does mostly. Whenever it wants to trend, it keep on coming down to gather bullish momentum in order to push forward more or push downward. You can see this. So it has a lot of tails, candlestick tails. You can see, you just look around. So as you can see in this place, something is happening. So in order to avoid this, you have to go to smaller time frame using 1 hour. So here there is a very powerful and successful way of making your entries, which I will teach you right now. So you have to be very attentive and make sure you watch the video to the end. So here, whether or not, I repeat, in order to make successful entry so early before the trend will start, like I told you in one of the previous videos, that this line stands where the market opens and closes for the day, opens the next day and closes for the day, open the next day, so like that. So before then, so if you need to have this kind of line, you change the background of your chart, to white, and of course set it through your settings to appear here. If you don't know how to do it, you can leave a comment in the comment section. We assist you to look at it, and of course make a video on how to do it. So now, if the market, like I told you in one of the videos, had crossed, in the case of NASDAQ, it doesn't necessarily have a particular time to develop bullish engulfing candlestick or bearish engulfing candlestick. That is in the case of NASDAQ. So like most people scalp NASDAQ instead of trading it for a long time, especially those with smaller account size. So my advice is, if you have a smaller account size, you have to devote more time. Even if it is trending, you have to devote more time, because once you have a specific areas to make entries, and once you make your entries, you only count by one candlestick. Let me repeat it again. If you have a smaller account size, you will devote more time to watch the chart while they develop, the candlesticks while they develop. So your interest is to make just a single entry. Whenever this particular thing I want to show you comes out, you allow the candle, except on rare occasions where there is still anticipation or maybe genuine expectations that the market will still move forward. So, but Another thing you should have at the back of your mind is that if you leave or refuse to take your profit while the candlestick moves, it will have to retrace a bit and of course reduce that profit, and the emotion will come in. And once the emotion come in, you'll be like, it seems you are wrong, start doubting yourself. That's by the way. So this is how it works. Let me start somewhere, maybe here, because I want the video to be very short so that it won't take much time. So whether or not, so long as it is just one candlestick you are expecting, so it definitely appear in line with the trend, mostly, not always, but whichever way. My point is, once you see bearish engulfing candlestick like this, let me widen the chart again. Remember, throughout this place, for instance, there is no bearish engulfing candlestick. There is no bullish engulfing candlestick. Once you see it like this, it used to have a very, and not all of them, but make sure you trade only those that has a very long tail. It appears more than once or something like that in the market every day. So using 1 hour time frame. Once it immediately, it just keep watching the candlesticks while they develop. Immediately it comes out anywhere. It doesn't mean it must be in the trend. Sometimes it forms the trend. That is, it shows that the market is due for reversal. That is, sometimes it's just form out that is in line with the trend. And once it is in line with the trend, you can leave your trade for a long time. But it is not advisable, in my own thinking, because using smaller account size. But if you have a very big account size, you can leave it as long as it's in line with the trend. Because NASDAQ doesn't behave like other currency pair that can move, come back and start forming some unnecessary candlestick to gather momentum in order to move again. So here, immediately it closes, you make your entry. Use proper risk management, as always advised. Imagine this candlestick, once it goes bam, with full for, and of course it doesn't go at once. Sometimes it will be going gradually, but you are advised to allow, even if the candlestick closes here, it is not bad. It is not bad. But if you are not greedy enough, want it to have gone down as much, you take your profit. Look at another bearish candlestick here. You see the long tail. Then you see where it closes. You make another entry from here. And one thing with NASDAQ, it doesn't mind whether it is already 7 o'clock, it is 8 o'clock, it doesn't care. In fact, I can assure you that NASDAQ moves more when it is about to close in most cases. If you doubt me, you check it in your chart today, tomorrow, any day you see this video. Then you will be rest assured of what I told you. So here, the following day, you can see what happened. Throughout this place, that is the first candlestick, second candlestick, nothing comes out. But immediately the bearish engulfing candlestick comes out, it moves. Just your interest is the next candlestick that will come out after it. Here again, you can find out nothing, not even a bullish candlestick came out. Here, you see where it is confusing. But you see the tail of this particular one that they may call Pimba or Hammerman. But you see this one too. Even if you make your entry here with proper risk management, you look at it, see the movement. So you come to this place, you see the same thing, you see the movement. So when you come to look at the bullish, very early in the morning. So, but another advice is how to check this very critically. In every 4 hours candlestick, you will always find this bullish or bearish candlestick. Even if you don't find it in any 4 hours, there's no how remember, 4 hours candlestick used to appear 6 times every day. So there's no how it will appear 6 times every day and you will not catch 2 or 1. And you must not trade all times to become a good trader. Most good traders don't even trade all the time. They trade opportunities. And that is what I am trying to show you here. Once the opportunities comes out, they strike. Then maybe they are sipping their wine, or maybe drinking their whatsoever, playing music, some even playing unnecessary games, watching news. Once the opportunity comes out, they will strike. You must not always have a running trade in order to be a good trader. That's the point. So in as much as you are following the rules, the forest will respect you maximally. I assure you. So the point I'm trying to make here is, in every 4 hours candlestick, look at where the day, let's do the same analysis. Look at where the day closed. For instance, the previous day. And this candlestick was the first candlestick. Look at the second one, third, fourth. No bullish engulfing candlestick. You see the reason why you must not trade at all times. So, okay, look at one bullish engulfing candlestick. At least you see how the market moves. So, throughout this place, no other bullish engulfing candlestick, no bearish engulfing candlestick. Then let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. The following 4 hours, there was no bullish or bearish engulfing candlestick. Then the next hour, 4 hours, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. There was no bullish or bearish engulfing candlestick. Then in the third 4 hours candlestick, the first thing that came out was bearish engulfing candlestick. Then you hit it. And exactly, you find out it is the same time that people used to say by 3:30 p.m. NASDAQ will move. Yes, it used to move. But what matters is, are you scalping? Or are you trading against the trend? Look at that same 3:30. What happens here? I mean, 3 o'clock, 3:30. The market keeps fluctuating in between. That is trying to range from the action it took here. So my point is, in as much as that 3:30 movement is sure, because definitely market will either move opposite or against. But your interest is the bearish engulfing candlestick. If it is not there in 1 hour chart, why I'm saying 1 hour chart is that you should trade this strategy only in 1 hour chart, because it doesn't fail at all in 1 hour chart. But if you try it in smaller time frame, do not blame Progress FS for revealing the secret, because I never made mention that you should trade it in smaller time frame. So you have to be very, very patient in order to make it in the market using the advice you are giving. So look at where the 4 hours ended. Then the next 4 hours is 1, then 2, 3. The fourth one was what developed the bearish engulfing candlestick, and that was why the market moved at the end of the day to this extent. Then here, look at the first candlestick, 1, 2, 3. Then the fourth one developed bearish engulfing candlestick. Then you see at least the movement of the candle, it wasn't bad. Then the next 4 hours candlestick, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see the movement of the market if you make your entries. Then the next 4 hours candlestick, the very first one confirmed it automatically. You see the movement of the market. So something, if it is on bullish cases, Look at the first candlestick here. Look at the second candlestick here, forming bullish engulfing candlestick. Look at the movement of the market. Whenever then nothing else happens. So whenever it appears, it is your entry. It don't matter. Like I said, in trends you can only consider the movement or the assurance using the setups as you see here, especially if you're using smaller time frame. Then that it doesn't necessarily mean it must be where it is in trend. You look at this one, but your interest should be that the following candlestick or maybe the next, if you are very, very sure that the markets have not finished retracing or however point. NASDAQ doesn't consider all that except in bigger time frame, as you can see in 4 hours chart. So this retracement you see here, all this retracement, like I'm telling you, it is possible you can make your entry after 1 hour or 2 hours. You take your profit. Is these big tails you see that it constantly develops in 4 hours chart. Look at it. Look at the big tails. So these big tails can develop more than 2 hours candlestick before pulling down. So using bigger time frame is very dangerous to trade the NASDAQ. So, but the minimum you will use for this strategy is 1 hour time frame. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you turn on the notification button, because I will still review how to trade the NASDAQ using this 15 minutes time frame and this same setup with fractals. So, and of course show you another powerful way that you can trade NASDAQ. See you in the next video.